Hi there. My name is Meher. I'm the founder of SignalShift Consulting. Here we help businesses diagnose their funnel leakages, we fix them, and help them grow faster. Today I'm going to walk you through a teardown of my absolute favorite website, which is google.com. Everybody in the digital world and beyond know what google.com is. I'm going to walk you through how the page has been structured and using user psychology, how it has evolved over the years to become a high converting page. Now here you can see on my screen the google.com homepage. Now, as you can see, the most obvious thing over here is the logo, whereas everything else is very pared down and simple. Nothing else except the logo stands out. And that is the goal with Google. They want to be a household name, and they already are, because their logo has always stood out over the years. They've used very smartly chosen colors: blue for trust, red for power, yellow for joy or happiness or energy, and green for security. Now, if you notice, the letters have been grouped very close together to indicate that all these letters belong to the same word. Similarly, here in the search bar, you will see these icons which were not there before in the original version of Google. They were not there because search by voice was not a thing back in the day. Neither was search by image. Google was not that advanced. Image search wasn't developed at the time. And there was no such thing as artificial intelligence either back in the day. Now, why these are here and how they've been grouped together and the psychology behind these, I will come to later. But what I want to show you here is how these icons have been grouped close together as well to indicate that they all serve a similar function, and that is to search by something. For example, search by voice, or search by image, or search by AI. Now, if you have been around for a couple of decades, you would know that Google used to have a bunch of CTAs, or calls to action, which were like links or buttons underneath the search bar, all in a line. And they were quite distracting. So over the years, Google did research and discovered that it's better to keep these buttons to a minimum. So they reduced all the buttons from 3. So they reduced all the buttons from 12 to 2. This was a very smart move on their part, because now the user experience and the design are super simplistic and very easy to use. It's a no-brainer. You don't need to put any thought into what to click and where to go, how to use it. It's very, very user-friendly. As you can also see here, these secondary elements, such as here in the top right corner, the user profile, Google Apps, and there are many Google Apps, and the image link, the Gmail link, all have been grouped together, again, to indicate that they all serve similar functions, or that they are secondary or not as important as the search function itself. And they are all in a gray color, in simple, plain text and simple icons. This simplicity indicates that these are there for a purpose, but they are not the main objectives or the main elements of this page. The same goes with the footer, which is a pale gray. Even the buttons here are pale gray. If you notice, they are pale gray, and they're not in bright colors because these CTAs are not the primary focus of the page. What I also love about this page is the clean and simplistic, minimalistic look that it has. According to Gestalt psychology, Gestalt is a word, or some people say Gestalt, is a word in German that means a unified whole. And the psychology of the unified whole is what Google's homepage design is based purely on. Now, there's also psychology of color, which sort of is interlinked to Gestalt psychology. I don't want to get into difficult terminology here, but this is just to give you a bit of education on what or why Google has created its homepage the way it is right now. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, you can get in touch with us on social media or send an email to meher@signalshiftconsulting.com, and I'd be happy to help you out. Until next time, take care.